Aries Moon Gate is open. 7 things you need to know. May 25th, 2025. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates once said, and right now, the universe is offering you a powerful opportunity to do just that. As the Aries Moon Gate swings wide open on May 25, 2025, an energetic portal is inviting you to ignite your passions, trust your instincts, and boldly step into a new chapter of growth and transformation. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 key insights you need to align with this powerful shift. As you listen, I invite you to reflect. Which of these energies are you ready to embrace in your own life? Comment below and share your intentions with our spiritual wisdom community. Your voice could inspire someone else's journey too. 1. Massive Energetic Gateway on May 25th, 2025. On May 25th, 2025, a massive spiritual and energetic gateway opens with the arrival of the Aries moon. This is not just another routine lunar event. It is a powerful cosmic portal designed to trigger deep transformation and awaken the warrior spirit within you. Aries, as the first fire sign of the zodiac, represents boldness, action, and initiation. When the emotional currents of the moon merge with Aries' raw fire, it generates an intense surge of motivation, pushing you to move forward fearlessly into your spiritual destiny. This moment is a cosmic ignition, an inner call to rise higher and claim your true power. Adding to the intensity of this gateway is a rare triple conjunction involving Venus and Saturn. These 2 planetary forces, Venus, the energy of love and harmony, and Saturn, the energy of discipline and structure, align with the Aries moon to create a formation astrologers are calling a cosmic smiley face in the sky. This rare celestial signature is not a coincidence. It is a direct spiritual invitation from the universe, encouraging you to blend the passion of Aries, the heart-centered energy of Venus, and the grounded wisdom of Saturn into one unstoppable force within your life. As Albert Einstein once said, God does not play dice with the universe. This alignment is deliberate, meaningful, and deeply personal to your soul journey. The timing of this energetic surge is also critical. It occurs just after the emotionally charged Libra full moon, which exposed hidden imbalances in your life and relationships. That full moon phase prepared you by encouraging the release of outdated emotional patterns that no longer serve your highest good. As you shed those layers, you make space for the new. And just ahead, the Taurus new moon is waiting to anchor your fresh intentions into reality with stability and abundance. Nestled between these 2 potent phases, the Aries moon portal acts as a bridge, a narrow sacred passageway where your spiritual courage is tested and your true desires are ignited. This is not a time to hesitate or doubt. Aries energy demands movement, decisiveness, and authenticity. You may find yourself feeling restless, energized, or driven by sudden bursts of inspiration. Follow those inner nudges. Trust your instincts. As Helen Keller wisely said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Under this Aries moon, the daring adventure is not outside of you. It is happening within your spiritual being. You are being called to pioneer a new way of living, a new way of believing, a new way of showing up in the world with boldness and light. Throughout this spiritual window, your sensitivity to energy, synchronicities, and intuitive messages will heighten dramatically. It is crucial to stay spiritually grounded, to meditate, to journal, and to remain present with the subtle signs the universe is sending your way. The cosmic smiley face in the sky is more than a beautiful phenomenon. It is a cosmic reminder that even amid transformation, you are deeply loved, supported, and guided by higher forces. Allow this Aries moon energy to awaken your inner fire, clear away doubts, and set your spirit ablaze with unstoppable faith and purpose. The universe has been preparing you for this exact moment. Step through the gateway with your heart open and your soul ready to soar. Are you ready to walk through this rare cosmic portal and align with the powerful energy of the Aries moon? If this message resonates with your spirit, comment below. I will meditate to affirm your commitment to transformation during this sacred energetic window. 2. Emotions will ignite intensely. Emotions during the Aries Moon Gate will not simply rise, they will erupt with a force that feels undeniable. This is not the subtle stirring of feelings, but an explosion of raw, untamed energy coursing through your spirit. You may find yourself swept into intense waves of courage, frustration, impatience, or even anger. Aries, governed by Mars, the warrior planet, amplifies these emotions, stripping away any illusions and leaving only the pure, urgent truth of what you are truly feeling. The emotional landscape becomes a battlefield where your soul fights to be heard, and every surge of passion becomes a direct message from the depths of your being. These emotions are not accidents. They are spiritual revelations breaking through the surface. Each flare of anger is a warning that boundaries have been crossed. Each moment of impatience is a signal that your soul is ready to move faster toward its true calling. Every ounce of frustration carries within it the seeds of a breakthrough, urging you to shed outdated patterns and step fully into a new reality. The Aries fire is unrelenting because it is meant to forge you, not destroy you. In the spiritual realm, intensity is often the herald of transformation, and this gateway is no exception. There is no room for suppression or pretense. The Aries moon demands complete authenticity. This spiritual fire insists that you feel it all: the discomfort, the desire, the hunger for something more, because only by facing it can you claim the deeper truths buried within. Emotions, when understood through a spiritual lens, become guides rather than obstacles. They strip away the numbness and awaken you to the urgency of your purpose. In this sacred combustion, your true self, long hidden under layers of societal expectations and silent compromises, begins to emerge with clarity and force. For many men, especially those who have been conditioned to equate strength with emotional suppression, this eruption may feel overwhelming. Yet, true strength in this spiritual season lies not in containment, but in courageous engagement. To meet your emotions with honesty, to allow them to teach and transform you, is to walk the path of the spiritual warrior. The fires of Aries do not come to destroy the worthy. They come to burn away the false, the stagnant, the outdated, leaving only what is essential and true. Every burst of emotion during this time is an invitation to greater self-awareness. Anger demands that you stand up for your truth. Frustration pushes you to break through invisible ceilings. Impatience signals that your spirit is tired of waiting for permission to grow. When seen through spiritual eyes, these reactions are not signs of weakness, but evidence that your soul is alive, restless, and reaching for its next elevation. Mars's energy ignites the courage to move forward without apology, to trust the fire within as a guide rather than a threat. Allow the spiritual fire to work its way through you without resistance. Let it strip away the layers you no longer need. Feel each emotion fully and ask it what wisdom it holds for you. What truth have you ignored? What calling have you delayed? What part of yourself is demanding to be unleashed? The answers rise from the depths of your being, fanned into flames by the relentless cleansing power of Aries. In this moment, the soul's fire is not your enemy, it is your liberation. Comment below, "I embrace my emotions as spiritual truth," if you're ready to face what rises with clarity, courage, and growth. Let this be your commitment to transforming inner fire into higher wisdom. 3. Lightning-fast decisions will happen. As the Aries Moon Gate opens on May 25th, 2025, hesitation and doubt will no longer have a place in your spirit. The energies pouring through this powerful gateway will dissolve the fog that once clouded your decisions. Where confusion reigned, crystal clear intuition will now take command. Choices that once seemed overwhelming, whether about relationships, careers, or new directions, will suddenly become unmistakably obvious. You will no longer second-guess or delay. The truth will present itself with such clarity that acting upon it will feel natural and inevitable. This surge of decisiveness is not impulsive recklessness. It is the mark of deep spiritual alignment. When the mind is no longer battling the heart and the soul speaks without interference, decision-making becomes a sacred act. The Aries moon does not tolerate indecision because its fire is meant to burn away illusions. What remains is pure, unwavering knowing. Under this influence, your authentic self, the version of you unburdened by fear, societal expectations, or past failures, will rise with authority. It is this version of you that will lead the way, making life-changing choices with a fierce sense of purpose. Long-standing decisions that have lingered unresolved will now reveal their answers effortlessly. The job you questioned, the relationship you felt stuck in, the path you were afraid to walk, clarity will pierce through all these shadows. It is not so much that the external circumstances have changed, but that your spiritual perception has sharpened. You will see things as they truly are, and the decision will not only seem clear, but will feel destined. There will be no need to seek validation or approval from others, because the certainty will be rooted deep within your soul. The Aries moon ignites the fire of authenticity, urging you to choose from your highest spiritual truth, rather than from fear or insecurity. Every choice you make now will ripple outward, shaping your destiny in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. It is crucial to act when the inner prompting comes, for hesitation will only lead to unnecessary detours. Spiritual timing is part of this powerful activation. Those who trust their inner compass will find that the universe moves swiftly to support their decisions. This profound shift is a testament to your spiritual maturity. It shows that you are no longer governed by external noise, but guided by the sacred wisdom within. The rapid decisions you make will not just affect immediate circumstances, but will realign you with your soul's greater purpose. Like an archer who releases an arrow straight to the target, you will act with precision, clarity, and spiritual power. Trust that every intuitive nudge, every inner pull, is leading you toward a life that is not only aligned, but deeply blessed. If this message resonates with your soul, declare your alignment with divine clarity. Comment below. I trust my intuition. I choose what aligns with my highest self. 4. Physical energy will surge. As the Aries Moon Gate opens, an unmistakable surge of physical energy floods your being, electrifying every fiber of your body. It's not a subtle shift. It's an overwhelming current of life force rushing through you like wildfire. Tasks that once felt heavy now seem effortless, and your body feels lighter, stronger, almost as if it is being carried by an unseen spiritual force. The sluggishness, the fatigue, the inertia of past days seem to dissolve in an instant, leaving behind a fierce momentum that urges you into action. Aristotle once said, "Energy of the mind is the essence of life," and right now, that essence is burning brightly within you, both physically and spiritually. However, this intensity must be respected. Without conscious direction, this newfound energy can turn volatile, sparking irritability, impatience, or even physical discomforts like headaches and tension. You are not just experiencing a random boost of stamina. You are being entrusted with a profound spiritual charge. If left unmanaged, this fire could consume you from within. But if guided with wisdom, it can become the catalyst for extraordinary breakthroughs. Lao Tzu's wisdom echoes here. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. You must temper your fire with mindfulness, allowing it to energize you without exhausting you. Movement becomes not just a suggestion, but a necessity under this energy. Physical activity, done consciously, becomes a spiritual ritual. Stretch your body with gratitude, dance freely, walk under the sky, feel the earth beneath your feet. Every motion becomes a prayer, an offering of your vibrant, activated spirit to the universe. Likewise, anchor your mind through meditation, breath work, or journaling to align this physical vitality with a deeper spiritual intent. Without this sacred anchoring, the energy risks scattering into chaos. With it, the energy becomes a divine instrument, shaping your reality with precision and grace. This surge is preparing you for more than just physical movement. It is awakening within you a force that demands boldness, courage, and purposeful action. It is not meant for trivial pursuits or idle distraction. It is meant to propel you toward the mission your soul came here to fulfill. Every heartbeat, every breath during this Aries moon phase is a reminder that you are alive for a purpose greater than yourself. You are not merely energized. You are spiritually ignited, called to move, to act, and to manifest the higher vision that has been placed within your heart. If you believe this surge of energy is meant for you, repeat after me. I am ready to receive this divine energy. I will use it with purpose, clarity, and grace. 5. Magnetic pull toward your true path. You're beginning to feel it, a spiritual pull, strong and undeniable, like gravity drawing you towards something that isn't just new, but deeply familiar. It's not just curiosity. It's not restlessness. It's alignment. A force is guiding you toward people, places, and passions that resonate with your soul in ways logic can't explain. This is more than coincidence. This is your higher self speaking not in words, but in magnetic urges that bypass the mind and go straight to the heart. The Aries moon opens a gateway that activates this inner compass, tuning you to the frequency of your true path. You may suddenly be drawn to things that never interested you before. A topic, a destination, a stranger who says something that echoes in your soul. These are not distractions. They are confirmations. Each one is a spiritual breadcrumb placed along your journey. What pulls you now is not random. It is sacred. Your soul has waited lifetimes for this alignment. Under the bold energy of Aries, the initiator, the warrior, the fearless leader, you're not being asked to tiptoe. You're being called to leap. The magnetic force you're feeling is the recalibration of your internal compass. It's awakening because your time has come. You're no longer meant to tolerate what drains you or entertain what keeps you small. That fire in your chest, the spark in your mind, the energy in your bones, they're signals that you're being summoned to something greater. The things that excite you now, the people you feel drawn to, the visions that keep visiting your imagination are all part of your spiritual blueprint calling you home. Every step you take toward what calls you strengthens your alignment, even if it scares you, even if it challenges everything you thought you wanted. That's how you know it's real. Aries doesn't guide through comfort. Aries burns down what's outdated and fuels what's alive, and you're coming alive. Following this pull might mean releasing stability for passion, silence for truth, or comfort for calling. But the moment you honor what stirs your spirit, the universe responds. Doors open, paths light up, connections appear. That's the power of spiritual momentum. What's happening now is not a phase, it's an awakening. The Aries moon has opened the gate. Your only job is to follow the current that moves you without needing to understand every twist and turn. Trust the pull, trust the timing, and above all, trust that what draws you forward is not just your desire, it's your destiny. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss guidance that aligns you with your true path. Trust the pull you're feeling, it's not random. It's your soul leading you home. Comment below, I trust the path my soul is pulling me toward. 6. Dreams will deliver urgent messages. During the Aries Moon Gate on May 25th, dreams will no longer be ordinary. They will become charged, vivid, and spiritually urgent. This isn't just a shift in sleep patterns, it's a full activation of your subconscious portal. The moon in Aries stirs the inner warrior. And when that energy fuses with your dream state, your soul begins sending unfiltered signals. These are not just images or strange stories. They are messages packed with divine meaning, coded instructions from higher realms guiding your next move on the spiritual path. The dreams during this time will carry a weight you can't ignore. You may see recurring symbols, powerful numbers, or confrontations that jolt you awake. Each of these elements is a direct communication from your higher self. Numbers like 111, 333, or even sequences unique to you may appear. These are not random. They are spiritual coordinates designed to unlock awareness. Symbols may represent the energy you're meant to embrace, while emotional conflicts and dreams often mirror the resistance you're being called to release. Your dream is your soul's journal, written in metaphor and delivered under cosmic timing. If you find yourself in a dream, arguing, fighting, or feeling intense fear, do not dismiss it. These confrontations are spiritual battles playing out in the realm of the subconscious, inviting you to identify and eliminate energetic attachments that no longer serve your growth. Aries energy empowers courage, and that same force is rising within your dream body to push you past old cycles. The vividness is not for entertainment, it's a spiritual alarm bell. The universe is no longer whispering, It is speaking clearly, and the dream world is its loudspeaker. Writing down these dreams is a sacred responsibility. What may feel confusing in the night becomes a divine map when recorded and reflected upon in the light of day. Dreams are like encrypted messages. When you document them, you begin to decode their meaning. Keeping a notebook beside your bed is a simple yet powerful spiritual discipline. Just as prophets and mystics throughout history receive visions in the night, this Aries moon is allowing you access to the same well of wisdom if you're willing to pay attention. Every dream you have during this energetic gateway holds significance. Some will offer direction, some will bring healing, and others will highlight what must be released for your next spiritual elevation. Trust what you feel, even if it doesn't make logical sense right away. The spiritual realm speaks in symbols, not sentences. By honoring your dreams, you honor your connection to the divine. Let the fire of Aries burn away doubt and hesitation, and let your dreams show you what your soul already knows. If you're still watching and this message resonates with you, comment below. I receive divine guidance through my dreams. Your interaction helps us grow and continue sharing more spiritual wisdom with you. 7. Rare triple conjunction supercharges manifestation. A rare and spiritually charged event is unfolding in the cosmos, a triple conjunction between Venus, Saturn, and the Moon. And it's not just beautiful to observe, it's profoundly powerful. When these three celestial bodies align, they create an energetic gateway that dramatically boosts your manifestation ability. Venus brings the frequency of love, beauty, and attraction. Saturn provides the structure, discipline, and long-term stability, and the Moon awakens your emotional and intuitive core. Combined, they generate a spiritual vortex through which focused intention becomes not just possible, but sustainable. This isn't just a time to wish, it's a moment to build. During this alignment, the energy you channel doesn't disappear into the ether. It imprints the quantum field with spiritual codes that ripple far into your future. That's why what you set in motion now will not only come to life, but stay rooted. There is a divine intelligence in this pattern, an invitation to co-create not just fleeting moments of joy, but lasting change. Think of this as a cosmic investment. The emotions, words, and actions you put forth are like seeds planted in fertile soil, and under this rare triple influence, they grow stronger, faster, and deeper. The Aries moon adds another layer to this spiritual equation. As the first fire sign of the zodiac, Aries brings boldness, courage, and the instinct to act. It says, don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. The moon, acting as your emotional compass, fuels your inner desires with clarity and intensity. This makes your spiritual focus sharper, your dreams more vivid, and your intuition louder than ever. The alignment becomes an amplifier, intensifying every pulse of energy you radiate, so make sure it comes from truth, not fear. Saturn ensures that the structures you build now are not temporary flashes of inspiration, but solid frameworks meant to endure. It grounds the passion of Aries and the sensual magnetism of Venus with divine order. It tells you, yes, you can dream big, but can you hold the weight of what you're asking for? If the answer is yes, then prepare to receive not just a blessing, but a lifelong shift. Because this energy doesn't give you what you think you want. It mirrors what your spiritual self knows you are ready for. This moment is sacred. The universe is aligning with your spirit, whispering, you are the creator now. And in that space, you are reminded of your divine power to feel deeply, to envision clearly, and to manifest boldly. The door is open. The energy is high. Your soul knows what to do. Comment: manifestation is real. If you feel this cosmic alignment is activating your desires, or I need more clarity if you're still figuring it out. Your energy matters. Let it echo through the universe. 8. Lasting change beyond. May 25. The Aries moon lights the match, but the Taurus new moon grounds the flame. This cosmic sequence is not a fleeting moment of inspiration. It is a divine setup for lasting transformation. Aries awakens the inner warrior, pushing you to break through hesitation and initiate action. But without grounding, fire burns out or burns everything down. Taurus brings balance. It stabilizes the surge and translates it into real-world progress. This energetic handoff between fire and earth ensures that the clarity and courage you feel during the Aries moon become not just a spark, but a sustainable path. What begins as an emotional ignition evolves into something permanent. This isn't a motivational spike, it's soul evolution. You're not just getting excited, you're getting rewired. The version of you that's emerging is stronger, more intentional, and spiritually aligned. It's a deeper embodiment of who you were always meant to become. Your emotions, your thoughts, your decisions, they're being purified. You're being stripped of illusions and reintroduced to your essence. The Aries fire burned away the false layers. The Taurus grounding is rebuilding you from a place of truth. As this process unfolds, relationships that once made sense may no longer fit. This is not a loss, it's a correction. When you elevate your energy, you stop resonating with what's out of sync. You may notice conversations feel shallow, connections feel forced, or certain people fall away. Don't panic. This is sacred alignment. The universe is making room for relationships that reflect your authenticity, your integrity, your purpose. You're not losing people, you're finding your tribe. Those who are meant to walk with you will recognize the upgraded frequency in you and respond with depth, not distance. This realignment doesn't stop at relationships, it extends to your life's path. The work you do, the goals you chase, even your definition of success may begin to shift. What once motivated you may now feel empty. What once seemed out of reach may now feel inevitable. You'll begin to sense a divine pull towards something more meaningful. It's not a fantasy, it's spiritual timing. The Aries moon showed you that you're capable of bold steps. The Taurus moon will show you that consistency and integrity are the foundation of true success. Your path is becoming clearer, not because you're forcing it, but because you're finally aligned with your spiritual truth. This is not a temporary phase. This is a holy transition. When fire and earth meet in harmony, transformation becomes destiny. You are being spiritually forged into a version of yourself that cannot go back. The restlessness you felt is not anxiety, it's preparation. The breakdowns you've endured were not punishment, they were refinement. You are walking through a gate that only opens when you're ready. And now, you are. To anchor this transformation into your reality, declare your readiness for lasting change. Comment below, I am becoming my true self, to affirm your evolution and encourage others to step fully into their authentic power. As we step into this powerful Aries Moon Gate, remember That transformation begins the moment you align your heart, your energy, and your actions with the higher path unfolding before you. There's so much more waiting for you just beyond the threshold. Trust in the journey, embrace the fire within, and stay open to the incredible shifts that are coming your way. If you found value in today's insights, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might need this message, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more powerful guidance on your spiritual journey. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next time, keep shining, keep believing, and keep walking your sacred path. This is what happens to your consciousness when you sleep. The night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. Vincent van Gogh. Have you ever wondered what truly happens to your consciousness when you sleep? While your body may lie still, your mind travels far beyond the boundaries of your waking world. In today's video on Spiritual Wisdom, we'll explore the mysteries of sleep and why our dreams feel more real than reality itself. Is your consciousness just resting, or is it awakening to another dimension? Drop a comment below and share your own dream experiences or thoughts on what sleep really means for the soul. Let's journey inward together and uncover the hidden wisdom behind the veil of sleep. 1. Sleep is not just physical rest. It's a shift in consciousness. While the body lies still in rest, something much more profound is unfolding beneath the surface. Sleep is not just a biological necessity. It is a sacred shift in consciousness. As your body releases tension and enters its regenerative state, your awareness begins to unhook from the material world. What feels like unconsciousness is actually the beginning of a deeper journey. In this quiet detachment from daily life, your mind moves into subtle dimensions where logic dissolves, time bends, and spiritual truth can emerge. Dreams are not random fragments of memory or imagination. They are reflections of your soul's activity in the unseen realms. Have you ever awakened from a dream that felt more meaningful than waking life? That's because your consciousness is not bound by the physical. During sleep, it becomes free to roam, observe, receive, and process. The imagery, emotions, and symbols you encounter are messages from your inner world, your intuition, and sometimes even your higher self. Sleep becomes a nightly meeting place where hidden insights rise to the surface. This experience grows more intense during a spiritual awakening. When your soul begins to expand, your dream life often transforms. You may start to experience lucid dreaming, out-of-body sensations, or feel as though you're being taught lessons or guided through certain visions. These are not hallucinations or side effects. They are confirmations. Your consciousness is being recalibrated to recognize the broader reality beyond your five senses. During sleep, the veil is thin, and the spiritual realm becomes more accessible. Many people report seeing deceased loved ones, celestial beings, or traveling to unfamiliar but deeply familiar landscapes. These aren't just dreams, they're encounters. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes a portal, a sacred classroom, a place where your higher consciousness explores, learns, and remembers. You're not just unconscious, you're active on levels your waking mind may not yet fully understand. The signs of this transformation are subtle but powerful. Vivid dreams, waking up with a sense of purpose, feeling as though you lived an entire lifetime in the span of a night. These moments are not accidental. They are spiritual echoes of your awakening process. Your soul is integrating lessons. Your consciousness is aligning with divine timing. And your dreams are offering clues to help you walk this path with more clarity and strength. Sleep, when viewed through this lens, becomes essential, not just for physical recovery, but for spiritual alignment. It is a mirror to your soul's evolution. It reveals what you need to see, even when you don't fully understand it. And when you begin to listen to the language of dreams, you activate a deeper awareness of who you are and why you're here. Each night becomes a sacred invitation, not just to rest, but to awaken. Are you ready to explore the hidden dimensions of your consciousness? If so, comment below, "I awaken in sleep," to show your commitment to this powerful journey within. 2. REM, sleep activates different parts of the brain. During REM sleep, your brain enters a state where logic fades and emotion rises. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for reasoning and decision-making, quietly steps aside, while the emotional and visual regions become highly active. This neurological shift is what allows dreams to become vivid, symbolic, and emotionally charged. You may find yourself in places that feel more real than waking life, having conversations with people who aren't physically present, or navigating surreal experiences that defy logic. These aren't just random mental fireworks. They are your subconscious expressing what the waking mind cannot, weaving meaning into symbols and stories to process what lies beneath your awareness. This shift in brain activity opens the door to a deeper spiritual function of REM sleep. While your body lies still, your consciousness enters a fluid state, free from the boundaries of physical time and space. In this state, your awareness often travels beyond the confines of ordinary perception, connecting with memories, emotions, unresolved experiences, and sometimes even higher dimensions of thought. This is why dreams can feel like encounters, because, in many ways, they are. What appears to be fantasy is often encoded truth, cloaked in metaphor so that your soul can understand what your ego resists. Spiritual traditions have long believed that the dream state is more than imagination. It is a mirror of the soul. When your logical mind powers down, your inner wisdom has the space to speak. This is why symbols, visions, and spiritual messages often appear during REM sleep. They arrive when you're most open, when you're not trying to analyze or control. It's in the silence of reason that your deeper truth is revealed. And even if you don't remember your dreams, your spirit does. The emotional residue that lingers after waking is often the soul's way of saying, something important just happened. As the night progresses, REM stages grow longer, allowing even more time for these inner journeys. The early morning hours, in particular, hold the richest dream states. If you've ever woken from a dream that stirred your emotions deeply or left you with a sense of wonder or revelation, chances are you were emerging from a prolonged REM phase. These are the moments when consciousness dances closest to the spiritual realm, when your inner eye sees more clearly than your waking sight ever could. Your dreams may be strange, but they are not without purpose. They are the language of the unconscious, and REM sleep is the sacred space where this language is spoken. Emotional release, spiritual messages, integration of life's experiences, these all unfold while your body sleeps. This is not just recovery. It is spiritual work. And the more attuned you become to it, the more you begin to see sleep not as an escape, but as a bridge, a portal where your waking self meets your eternal self, and your consciousness returns with messages that guide, heal, and awaken. Comment below. I embrace my subconscious wisdom. If you're ready to explore the hidden truths your dreams reveal and awaken deeper spiritual insight. 3. Dreams may be more than hallucinations. MT could be the key. DMT, known as the spirit molecule, is a naturally occurring compound produced by the brain during sleep, particularly in the REM stage, where dreaming is most vivid. What's fascinating is that this same molecule is responsible for powerful spiritual experiences reported by people in altered states of consciousness. When this compound is released in trace amounts, it doesn't just create mental illusions, it may open the gateway to spiritual dimensions beyond the physical world. This blurs the line between dreams and reality, suggesting that our nightly visions could be far more than subconscious noise. They could be deeply spiritual journeys into higher realms of existence. The pineal gland, often described in spiritual texts as the seat of the soul, is believed to play a central role in this process. In ancient wisdom, this gland was revered as a portal to divine insight. Modern science now observes that this same gland becomes active during sleep, potentially releasing DMT and allowing the dreamer to experience what many describe as visions, revelations, or even communication with otherworldly beings. These dreams don't just pass. They leave emotional imprints, spiritual lessons, and sometimes a sense of having visited another reality. This aligns closely with reports from individuals who have encountered near-death experiences or who have undergone DMT ceremonies. The similarity between their accounts and the emotional texture of dreams suggests that sleep may serve as a daily bridge between the seen and unseen worlds. Rather than being a passive resting state, sleep becomes a sacred opportunity for spiritual activation. The body is still, but the consciousness is alive, moving, exploring, receiving. Men in the mature stages of life, who often carry immense responsibility, rarely get the chance to explore their inner world consciously. Yet, each night, without effort, they are given access to spiritual guidance through their dreams. What we've been taught to dismiss as random imagery could in fact be downloads from higher realms teaching us, warning us, healing us. This understanding transforms our relationship with rest. Sleep is no longer a break from life. It's a continuation of the spiritual journey. And the recurring dreams that feel too meaningful to ignore? They're often not coincidences. They're spiritual signals, aligned with the body's chemistry and the soul's longing for truth. As science begins to confirm what mystics have whispered for centuries, it becomes clear that dreaming is not just an escape. It's an exploration of the vast spiritual intelligence that exists within and beyond us. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss content that expands your spiritual awareness. If you believe your dreams hold deeper meaning, type in the comments, "I am open to higher dimensions." 4. Precognitive dreams suggest consciousness can transcend time. Some dreams do more than just entertain or confuse us. They reveal something deeper about the nature of consciousness itself. These are known as precognitive dreams, and they seem to offer a glimpse into events that haven't happened yet. One of the most well-known examples comes from Abraham Lincoln, who dreamed of his own death shortly before his assassination. In the dream, he saw a covered body in the White House and was told the president had been killed. Days later, that vision became reality. Stories like this suggest that when we sleep, our consciousness might be able to access information beyond the present moment, beyond the limits of linear time. In sleep, the body rests, but the mind enters another dimension of awareness. Freed from the constraints of the waking world, consciousness begins to operate differently. It becomes more sensitive, more intuitive, and sometimes even prophetic. These kinds of dreams don't follow the usual rules of logic. Instead, they speak in symbols, emotions, and vivid scenes that stay with us long after we wake up. This shift in perception is not random. It's often a sign of spiritual awakening, where the boundaries between time, space, and the self begin to dissolve. Spiritual awakening brings a new way of seeing the world. Time no longer feels like a straight line. It becomes fluid. You begin to understand that your consciousness is not just confined to your thoughts or your daily life. It stretches into something much larger, something eternal. Precognitive dreams are part of this deeper awareness. They show that your soul may already be aware of events before they unfold in the physical world. This doesn't mean you're predicting the future like a fortune teller. Instead, it means you're tapping into a higher level of perception that exists beyond the physical senses. Many people who go through a spiritual awakening notice that their dreams become more meaningful. They're no longer just random fragments of memory or emotion, they carry messages. Sometimes these messages come in the form of warnings, gentle guidance, or a strong emotional push to pay attention. What matters is that you start to notice a connection between what you dream and what begins to unfold in your waking life. That connection is your inner self, speaking from a higher plane of awareness. These dream experiences invite you to deepen your spiritual sensitivity. They encourage you to trust your intuition, honor your inner guidance, and begin to see life not just through logic, but through the lens of your soul. As your awareness grows, you may find that your sense of reality changes. You feel more aligned with the present moment, yet strangely in tune with what's ahead. This is not a fantasy. This is part of the spiritual path, where consciousness transcends the limits of time and begins to operate in harmony with divine intelligence. By paying attention to your dreams, you open a doorway to this expanded awareness. You begin to see that sleep is not just a time of rest, but a sacred space where spiritual insights emerge. Each night becomes an opportunity to receive messages from your higher self and to step further into the mystery of your soul's purpose. This is the quiet, powerful beauty of spiritual awakening, where even in your sleep, your soul continues to awaken. If this message has opened your mind to the mystery of time and consciousness, leave a comment of faith. I trust the visions placed in my spirit. I believe my future is divinely guided. 5. Sleep paralysis and astral projection may be transitional states. Sleep paralysis is often labeled as a malfunction of the brain, a strange moment when the mind awakens before the body does. But this scientific explanation barely scratches the surface of a much deeper, more spiritual experience. In those unsettling moments, when you're unable to move, yet completely conscious, something extraordinary may be happening. Your awareness could be shifting between dimensions, entering a liminal space that exists between the physical and the spiritual realms. What feels like paralysis might actually be the beginning of an energetic detachment from the body, a natural prelude to astral projection. Many who experience sleep paralysis report more than just physical stillness. They describe sensations of floating, feeling an unseen presence, or hearing sounds that don't exist in the physical world. These moments are not just imagined. They carry spiritual weight and have been documented for centuries across cultures. Ancient mystics spoke of soul travel. Shamans described journeying between worlds, and even modern-day spiritual teachers recognize these states as signs of deeper consciousness expanding. When this phenomenon is viewed through a spiritual lens, sleep paralysis becomes less of a disorder and more of a doorway. In this suspended state, the soul may be preparing for astral travel, where it temporarily separates from the physical form to explore non-physical realms. This is a sacred transition, one that allows you to move beyond your earthly identity and access higher wisdom. The fear that often accompanies sleep paralysis may come from the ego, which is terrified of losing control. But the soul knows this space well. As Plato once said, the soul takes flight to the world that is invisible, but when she arrives, she is sure of bliss. These experiences are not accidents. They are invitations to awaken spiritually. The vibrational sensations, the feeling of weightlessness, and even the eerie calm are signs that your spiritual body is activating. These aren't hallucinations. They're energetic signatures of movement through different layers of reality. The conscious mind may resist, but the spiritual self understands that this is an opportunity for transformation. What you're encountering isn't just a sleep anomaly. It's a portal, a transition, a powerful sign that your consciousness is evolving beyond the boundaries of the material world. You are not stuck. You are crossing over. You are becoming aware of the vast spiritual dimensions that exist beyond the veil of ordinary life. Sleep paralysis, then, is not something to escape. It is something to explore. When embraced with awareness, it becomes a tool for growth, a bridge into hidden layers of your own consciousness, and a key to unlocking spiritual potential that few dare to access. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis or felt your consciousness shift beyond the physical? I'd love to hear your story. Now, let's dive deeper into the powerful signs that reveal we are more than just this body. 6. Dreams might be access points to parallel realities. Many dream experiences feel so vivid and emotionally intense that they linger long after we wake up. Sometimes, they even feel more real than our waking life. These dreams may not be random at all. They might be spiritual access points into alternate realities or parallel timelines. According to the multiverse theory, our universe is not the only one. There are infinite versions of reality, and in each one, there could be another version of you living a different life. When we sleep, especially during REM stages, our consciousness may begin to drift and navigate these infinite dimensions, unbound by physical laws or linear time. This could explain why some dreams carry a strange sense of familiarity. You might find yourself in a city you've never been to, yet you know exactly where everything is. You meet someone for the first time, yet feel deeply connected to them. These could be memories, not from this life, but from another existence your spirit is exploring. Dreams might be spiritual fragments of lives unfolding in other realities. And your soul, timeless, vast, and multidimensional, might be tuning into those frequencies during your sleep. Many people report experiencing the same dream locations again and again over years. Others live out entire storylines in their dreams that feel like a second life. These aren't mere tricks of the mind. They might be spiritual threads connecting different versions of your consciousness across the multiverse. In these moments, your soul could be engaging in lessons, healing, or spiritual missions happening in alternate timelines. And the emotions you feel in those dreams, love, fear, freedom, or sorrow, are all real experiences for the other you who exists beyond this one body and this one lifetime. Quantum physics gives us a glimpse into how this is possible. If particles can exist in multiple states at once, then it's not so far-fetched to consider that consciousness rooted in spirit can do the same. Your soul may have many expressions, and sleep may be the time when your awareness shifts from this present reality to others. It's not about fantasy. It's about a deeper truth of existence that science is only beginning to understand, but which spiritual wisdom has always known. For thousands of years, mystics and spiritual traditions have honored dreams as sacred. They believed dreams were divine messages, soul journeys, and glimpses into other realms. Indigenous shamans entered dream states to receive guidance and healing. In many ancient cultures, dream time was considered just as real and sometimes even more important than waking life. Today, we are rediscovering this wisdom. When you dream, your spirit may be journeying across dimensions, reconnecting with parts of yourself scattered throughout the cosmos. That's why paying attention to your dreams isn't just interesting, it's spiritually powerful. When you start keeping track of recurring themes, symbols, or feelings, you begin to decode the language of your soul. Each dream becomes a message, a lesson, a reminder that you are not limited to this one reality. You are a spiritual being, moving through a much larger existence, one that stretches beyond time, space, and the physical world. Dreams, then, are not escapes. They are gateways. If you believe your dreams may be windows into parallel worlds, comment below. I journey through dimensions to affirm your connection to the multiverse and inspire others to explore their deeper consciousness. 7. Forgetting dreams may be protective or a limitation of the brain. We often forget our dreams because the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory, becomes less active during sleep. Scientifically, this explains why so many dreams fade the moment we wake up. However, when we look at this from a spiritual perspective, the forgetfulness itself may not be a flaw. It could be a form of protection. In the depths of sleep, the conscious mind steps aside, and our awareness enters realms that are sometimes far more vivid, emotional, or even unsettling than waking life. These dream experiences might hold truths, symbols, or energetic impressions that are too intense for the conscious mind to process all at once. Forgetting them, then, might be a way for the soul to gently filter what it's not yet ready to handle. Rather than seeing forgotten dreams as lost opportunities, we can view them as sacred mysteries, experiences that still affect us even if they escape our memory. During sleep, consciousness doesn't disappear. It shifts. It explores subtle dimensions, spiritual lessons, and emotional healing, all while the body rests. Even without recall, those nightly journeys can influence our waking thoughts, decisions, or emotional clarity. That sudden gut feeling or unexpected moment of insight during the day might be the echo of a dream your soul remembers, even if your mind does not. This process is deeply intertwined with the path of spiritual awakening. As we grow in awareness, we start to understand that not all wisdom comes through the logical mind. Some of it arrives through dreams, symbols, or silent inner shifts that can't be fully explained. Forgetting a dream doesn't mean it didn't happen or didn't matter. It simply means that your higher self is doing the work in the background, beyond the grasp of the conscious mind. And in this way, spiritual growth continues, even when we sleep. Instead of fighting to remember every detail of a dream, we can learn to honor what is revealed and what is withheld. By creating a bedtime ritual, like setting an intention before sleep, journaling what we do remember, or practicing gratitude for the unseen work being done, we align ourselves with the deeper rhythms of the soul. Sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes an active dimension of transformation. So while the brain may not retain every dream, the spirit never forgets. It integrates each journey, lesson, and healing moment into your being. This quiet, unseen evolution is part of the sacred design of spiritual awakening. Even in forgetfulness, there is movement. Even in the dark, you are growing. To affirm your openness to the hidden wisdom within your dreams, comment below, "I trust the mystery." Your words may inspire others to explore the unseen layers of their consciousness and honor the spiritual purpose behind what is remembered and what is not. Thank you for taking this journey with us into the mysterious world of consciousness and sleep. As we've explored, there's far more happening beneath the surface than most of us realize. Your mind may rest, but your consciousness continues to travel, explore, and evolve in ways that can shape your spiritual path. If this message resonated with you or opened your eyes to something new, don't keep it to yourself and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another insight that could transform your inner world. And if you've ever experienced something unexplainable during sleep, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, stay awakened, stay curious, and keep growing.